Pete Brownell. And Pete, how are you, sir? It's good to see you again.
It's good to be seen. I'm doing great.
You know, the NRA board meeting's in town. Emily Miller has her new book out. Emily Gets Her Gun. We're here at the book party. Right. You know, what does it mean to have this type of story to kind of personalize just how bad the gun control laws can be in this country?
Well, it's pretty interesting to see how Emily has really done a good job bringing to light how difficult some of the rules and regulations try to make it to protect yourself. So it's good that she's written her book. It's good to point out the fact that even though we have this right, that there are some institutions out there that try to restrict that right by making it so difficult to get yourself a tool to protect yourself. And it's almost criminal in itself to have that happen. So it's good that she's pointing out these facts. It's good that she's bringing this to light. Hopefully it starts to move the nation a little bit to say, hey, look, this is a right that I have, and I want to have the choice to protect myself. And anybody who tries to restrict that choice should be pushed to the side, and we should make it real easy to select that I need to protect myself, and I need to have that choice, and I have that right as well.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're making progress in places around the country, but we also know that the folks who don't like gun owners are pushing back hard as well. In California right now, they're considering a bill that would make it illegal to actually order ammunition online or through mail order. You know, rural California, it's tough to get ammo right now if you go to your local gun store. They're actually, you know, you got folks trying to ban all semi-automatic rifles in California, try to ban magazines over more than 10 rounds. They want to gut our right to keep our arms. They'd like to take us back to the era of muskets and muzzle loaders.
That's right, they would. California's an example where you have a geographically small area making the rules for a very large geographic area, and everybody that's in that rural California area, rural America, is saying, hey, look, we don't have a problem here. We know what the responsibilities are. We have those types of values that say this is something that we have a right to do, and we have the values to respect what that means, and we have the responsibility to act appropriately. And most of America does that. But there's just a small band, no longer in Colorado, but in California, for example, there's a small band that makes the rules for everybody. And that's a difficult situation that all Californians have to live with, and they begrudgingly do it. And they try as hard, and I would encourage them to try even harder, like they did in Colorado, to say, hey, wait, stop, this does not make sense. This type of restriction on the use or the ability for me to make a choice to protect myself, that needs to stop.
Absolutely. Well, and you know, I mean, as you say, you've got to get involved. You've got to stay involved, and you know this very well. I mean, you could be a businessman and just be a businessman and probably be a successful one, but you know, Pete, you go above and beyond, and I think a lot of your employees go above and beyond. A lot of people in this industry go above and beyond because they believe in our rights. They believe in and they know that this is an important right.
They do. It's an easy industry to be in when you believe in your heart that each individual has a sacred right to protect themselves. They have a right to take control of their domain or their castle, and they have a responsibility to pass on those values and all the kind of responsibilities that being a gun owner really puts upon a person. So
Absolutely.
It's easy to line up behind that.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Pete, it's great seeing you again, sir. Thanks so much for joining us, and hope we can do it again soon.
Absolutely.